out on the vinyls. I have 3 Macs, 2 Tylers, 3 Kendricks, and 2 Nas's. Those are the only ones that have like some form of completion. Everything else is like one of each.
That's why I told you finna hate me when I do what I do next.
I ain't really worried about it. I
You
never
ain't
hate,
gotta be
brother.
worried. Just stay tuned.
Always. I
Cause
don't
it's for
turn
you. It's for
notifications
you
on though.
personally, actually.
He dedicating shit to me. I like it. But yeah, I did a little half-ass research. But enough talking about me, ladies and gentlemen. What the fuck is up? What the fucking business is? Cold Hard Facts podcast coming in live. Be live. We live like be live. Too high. Too touch the sky. DNA ain't doing. He over there sipping his drink. So this is the boy Martin Madness with 3 S's, stand for 3 of my co-hosts right there with me. You feel me? Come get with me. We get money around here, baby.
Hell no.
Cause,
He did you?
no,
Oh,
I
you
got a
on
little
mute.
introduction.
That
You
man
on
need
mute.
to. That man need to.
My bad. I was on mute. Damn.
Ah!
Yeah, but I'm not mad at it. That's cool. I'm cool with it.
Yeah, he just hit that shit though.
You know, I got y'all. I got y'all when I can. See, I wasn't asleep. I was just, biding my time.
Salute to him and salute to Kudabak and to.
What, you was really on mute?
Yes, bro.
He was definitely on mute. Cause like I was like, he ain't got no audio, and I know he has some smart shit to say or chuckled at least.
Yeah,
I ain't hear shit.
This is episode 320. I am DNA, the only one, of course.
Damn, we got 100 episodes to go before I can do the actual thingy. Damn. All right, we gotta keep going working.
What?
I know what he's talking about.
You
Don't
said
even
320,
You
right?
funny as hell.
Cool. We got 100 more episodes to go. We got 100 more episodes.
Oh my God.
God damn
Don't
it.
entertain him, bro. Don't even ask him questions.
It's gonna be a long 100 episodes before I get to do it. Keep going.
We got a lot of shit to talk about because a lot of shit has happened. And we're really gonna try to not keep it too long, but we're also gonna try to make this one of the best episodes y'all hear.
You niggas here forever. 24-hour live.
I don't know who's gonna be here 24 hours, sir, but okay.
You, me, Coda, John.
I know who it won't be. It definitely won't be Martin because,
Well, it won't be. Well, you're right. It won't be me. Not at all. But I mean, it'd be me at least for. Honestly, if we were to do like a content run,
government cheese. What is that?
I don't know. Depending on where you're looking at. If y'all ain't noticed, John's on his daily drive tour where he spends at least 300 miles alone in that vehicle a day.
Yeah, man.
Where is he traveling from today? I have no clue. Suspect is tired of driving vehicle, but yet it's outside every day.
Hey man, don't get mad at me because I'm always on the go. Okay.
Hey, look, because you used to tell me the same shit when I was outside.
Yeah, I did.
Now I don't go nowhere. He like,
but see, when you was outside, you was doing fun shit. I'm out here handling business. So
see, look, I was handling business during the morning, man. Afternoon is where you get to have the fun.
The freaks still come out at night, huh?
Man, you feel me?
It's a business run, sir. There's no fun to be had.
So what, you like Blueface pull out the briefcase to handle business?
No.
You got the wet floor side just in case you got to catch him slipping?
Nah, I spend money that I don't want to spend on shit I have to spend it on.
So why you ain't playing that weird song? When this song come on, I'm spending money.
Because this ain't the type of spending money I want to do.
Hey, that worked out. It rhymed, but like you can make a financial deficit version of that song. When this song come on, I'm spending money.
Oh my God.
And when I spend it, my negative comes up too. I'm gonna make a Chime remix. Fuck you talking about?
I'm finna go. I'm finna blow it. Fuck it.
I don't know, y'all finna see him. Y'all here get arrested on live.
Why would you wish that on me?
I'm not wishing it on you. There was some wood right there, so I knocked on it, buddy.
Thank you.
So I want to try to get to all the little shit now, and the big shit we put to the back end. So the little shit singles dropped. A few singles have dropped. I don't know if y'all not bumps.
Talk to me. Let me know what dropped then, Bucko.
That was definitely pause worthy. That man.
I didn't even hear him.
That man just said we gonna push the big shit to the back. Pause.
Pause. Push
all
the bigger topics.
We'll save the bigger topics. We'll save the bigger topics for later, DNA. That's all you have to say. Because you're making it worse. He's still trying to use this push.
That was wild. I was like, as soon as I realized what he said, I'm like, whoa, hold on, man.
Oh my goodness, man. Okay. So a lot of deluxes dropped. I'm not really paying attention to those. I'm only focused on the singles. So Lola Brooke, she dropped Go to Your Head. That was cool. Miguel dropped for the first time in a long ass time.
Now that's a shocker.
I didn't expect you to tell me that. What is that? 7 years?
I don't even know, dog. I honestly don't know, but it was good. I'll say that.
So Miguel, right? The song was good, but Miguel dropped a song maybe about 3 years ago from this movie. I forget the name of the movie, but it wasn't like a big movie, but it was a movie, and it's a good song, but I can't remember the name of the song right now. But it was a good song.
Always Time.
No, not that. I know that's the name of this one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a new one. I'm talking about this joint he dropped a few years ago. I think it's called
Nope, I'm on the right page.
Violent Dreams or something like that.
Okay. I can look it up.
Yeah, Violent Dreams. That's the name of it. It came out like 3 years ago from a movie.
So what's up with the album?
That's a good question.
That's a good question.
I hope that shit is fire too. Because he's had a few
I hope it comes before the end of the year, but I ain't gonna wait on that.
Well, I wouldn't say Wild Heart was a dud, but it just wasn't.
It definitely ain't no damn dud. It just didn't do.
Why do you have to say it's a dud?
Yeah.
Because it didn't do what Kaleidoscope Dream did. Because, like, if you know what you know about Miguel's career, you know that All I Want Is You was basically done probably 2 or 3 years prior before it ever came out. And when it came out initially, people wasn't fucking with it. It wasn't until Sure Thing dropped as a single that people really started to pay attention to it.
It always takes one before the other.
So, like the single with Cole, great song, but it didn't do that well commercially. When Sure Thing dropped, then people really started to pay attention to Miguel for real. Then when Kaleidoscope Dream came out, it just went crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So Wild Heart wasn't really a dud. It was just more on the spectrum of it's a dope album, but I don't think enough people were paying attention to it because there was no like lead single like Adorn to really hook your attention. Like, ooh.
Oh yeah.
Like that last album he put out.
Right. Yeah. So let's see. What else dropped? Alex Vaughn. That's a girl. If y'all don't know. She dropped a single called "Hit a Wall." That was really good too.
Hit a Wall.
So this is R&B music time. So I'm like, okay, yeah. Finally. Finally. Let's see what else. Yeah, that's pretty much it on the singles. So Nicki Minaj, she dropped her 10th anniversary of the Pinkprint in a few weeks. Well, a few weeks ago, Martin wanted to Well, he gave us some choices, of course.
I was finna say, don't say that, because I gave y'all a choice, and y'all chose the wrong one, but not the wrong one.
Why are you so upset?
because it's the fact that DNA reminds everyone that it was me that made this option again. And it's
I
the
mean, you
fact,
did do that.
yes, but it's the fact there was two other options on there that we could have did, but you just chose this
It's
one.
not like we can't still do
What
it.
was the option that you would have rather done? I'm a little lost.
Black Hollywood, to be honest. It's
No,
just
that's
because
right. That's right.
we'll talk about when we get into this review. Everybody go ahead.
That's right. I remember now. That's right.
But yeah, this she put out her 10th anniversary edition. And I'm glad she did this because I was like, oh, well, we can go ahead and do it now. We can do the review because this is the perfect time to do it. And these niggas were so against it. Well, mainly.
I wasn't.
We weren't against it. It was just
I wasn't against it.
the
Martin
choice. It was the choice. We could have chose something else.
because Martin didn't want to hear Nicki Minaj. He wanted to hear Wiz make a subpar album.
I mean, because when I already had my choices about, yes, I understand. And when I already had my set choices in my head, and then we went with the other one where I kind of had to go and put work in to go re-listen to it because God knows when the last time I actually heard any of that in full. Besides, like Roman's Revenge, shit. I mean, didn't want to do it. I didn't really want to do it. I'm sorry. I ain't got nothing against it. I just didn't want to do it.
I'm laughing at you. Roman's Revenge ain't even on that damn album.
You're lying. You're lying.
Holy shit.
DNA, will you please tell that man, please? Because I don't feel like that.
Wait, what are we talking about? What are we talking about here? Wait a minute. What the
pink
fuck?
Print. The Pink Print. Not Pink Friday, mama.
Oh, shit. Okay, my bad. Alright, my bad. Because I was like, huh?
That nigga went and listened to the wrong album.
Definitely went and listened to the wrong album almost on accident, on purpose.
It's all good, bro. So I'm not gonna lie though. Like it's the 10th anniversary edition is not bad. It's not bad. A few songs that she put on there are some poppy type songs, but she is
it didn't need to be there, but
I don't even gotta go through the whole album. I don't even gotta
go look. Wait, make Martin wait.
I ain't gotta go through the whole album. Go ahead. Go ahead. I ain't got nothing to say. Go ahead. I just said I ain't gotta go through the whole album. Go ahead.
I just want to highlight the two that I liked from the 10th anniversary edition. I did like the Juice WRLD song. I didn't expect to like it, but I liked it. The Turn Your Cap Sway Lee joint, that was cool too. But the other two I could have did without.
Done without. Yep.
Yeah, definitely could have did without. But all in all, this not. I mean, this is the Pink Print. If you know what you know, this like Silk said, Mr. Johnson over there said, this is her best album. And I mean, it really didn't have.
She ain't make nothing better before it. Even though a lot of people, including myself, really enjoyed Pink Friday. She ain't made nothing better.
Which I thought that we were reviewing. That's kind of funny.
Yeah, she ain't dropped nothing better since the Pink Print. Queen don't hold a candle to it. Pink Friday 2 definitely don't hold a candle to it. So she was rapping her best. The beats was all good. The features were on point. Nothing better to me personally.
Yeah.
That was her peak. That was her peak.
To be honest, bro, that was definitely her peak. That was before
you listened to the 10th anniversary.
Well, I ain't gonna say what I was about to say. I'm gonna keep that to myself.
No, I didn't listen to the 10th anniversary.
I did
because I already went back when we were supposed to review it a few weeks ago. I already re-listened to it, so I ain't want to do it again.
Okay, cool.
When I listened to the new songs, I did go back and listen to a couple tracks off there.
It's her best album though.
And my favorite song on that album is still What It Was from all them years ago.
Which is
what the fuck is the name of that? 4-Door Aventador?
Yeah, that slap every time.
Yeah, that's really damn good.
I mean, I mean, just because I didn't review this album by accident, it doesn't mean I don't know this album. But shit, y'all, what was the other two new songs? That's the only thing I didn't know.
If it's okay,
If it's okay, I
and
figured.
remember me.
Okay, so it was just the first four.
So was it okay? And do you remember it?
I mean, the whole album, yeah. I mean, if we're going like everybody said, Pinkprint was probably the best tape, if not the best tape she dropped. But whatever.
Yeah, that was her peak, man.
Yeah, it's like it's more so like she could do this at any time, but why haven't she?
Because
Why lightning ain't strike twice in the bottle yet for
No,
this one?
it's just different
No,
circumstances.
Okay,
I feel
so-
like the
Go ahead, DNA.
The Pink Friday 2 was up there. I feel like it was really up there. Like when we reviewed, I remember when we reviewed it, like it's really good, but it's like almost like it's almost like
Are you forced comparison right there?
No.
Okay.
I'm trying to
I wouldn't say
what
it
I'm trying
like
to
that.
I would she's basically on that nobody really can fuck with her now, and she's so much like into the lane of like she don't have to do too much, but she's still doing like the hits. She still got the hits there. Like, so it's almost like where, hey, I'm the queen, and can't nobody really fuck with me. And she doesn't have to rap anymore at this point.
Hell no.
Like
Especially
at
with
this
the fact
point,
that you know, when the Pinkprint dropped, if y'all remember, it was little to no female MCs out here putting on, like little to none.
Yeah.
Now it's a abundance of them, so it's kind of like, you know, she ain't really got to do too much no more, honestly.
right? Mm-hmm.
Why not?
Well,
Just because you hit number one once don't mean you just stop. Just because you hit
who's to say that she stopped necessarily hitting number one? I feel like you saying that.
I'm not saying like number one, but you know what I mean. Like you hit a strong point, or you going crazy at one point. Why just do it one time? Why only do it every blue moon?
Before. I mean, put it this way: Pink Friday was a great album, right? Pink Friday, Roman Reloaded was decent. It wasn't that great, but it wasn't terrible. Pinkprint is amazing through and through. Queen is good, but it's not as good as she thought it was to me. And then Pink Friday 2, once again, it's good. It got a lot of it's great moments, it's good moments, and it's mediocre moments. It's literally like a ride of like, oh, okay, this is fire. It's like, nah, you could have left this off. Like, nah, this decent. This could stay. Like, you know, everybody ain't gonna get it right every time.
I didn't say you get it right every time, but I'm just saying this. I don't know. I guess in a mindset, it's like that whole effect of hearing it, like when you hear it and then like you compare it. Of course, no choices could have been made back then, but obviously, me listening to it now, I can't tell her that like, oh, you should have picked that instead. Nah, it's just as opinion based. I'ma just
a female rap right now. She's pretty much
certain choices.
She's pretty much LeBron right now. Like you got a bunch of up and coming stars, a bunch of new faces, but still the main face is still Nicki. Like,
yeah, she's the biggest female. She's the biggest woman rapper of all time for a reason.
Yeah,
it don't matter. Like, look at her. Like, I don't like comparing women rappers because they do that enough themselves. But look at her contemporaries. Like,
compare them as rapper to rapper.
You said what?
I said shit. We just gotta compare rapper to rapper. They just gonna make it more of a problem.
Like, look at her quote unquote main competition, which is Cardi B. Like Cardi B only has one album to Nicki's like what 5 or 6 or something like that. Yeah. So Cardi might be she might be very popular, but she don't really have a leg to stand on because she ain't got the body, she ain't got the discography for that. You know what I'm saying? She's literally hanging off of hella loose singles in one album. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but in the defense, as long as you still active, you still busy, you still doing something, or you somewhere in the media eye, that leg can be a strong ass leg.
Not really though.
Only because Eric Badu had how many albums?
You
by
said who?
herself. How many
By
albums?
herself. I mean,
Who you
let's
said
see.
who? My bad.
Baduism, Mama's Gun. What? 4, 5, maybe?
That's not a lot. You don't
No,
need
it's
a
not.
lot.
But Nicki ain't got a lot of albums either. But she
You
got more
just
than
said
Cardi B does.
It's still
my,
more than, I mean, you're still comparing 5 to 1 though.
Exactly, bro. Like that's what I'm
but my
saying. Like
thing is, you said
I
like
know,
here's
I
my thing.
know
I'm
when
naming.
I know when Invasion of Privacy came out, it was big. It won the Grammy, all of that shit, right? All the singles that came out had popped on the Billboard chart and shit like that. I understand that. But what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying is her discography don't really hold a candle to Nicki's if you really think about it. Because it's
Everybody got
been
6.
how many?
6.
Who was that?
Badu
Everybody.
6.
Okay, thank you.
Erica Badu
It's
6.
like her discography just don't hold a candle to her. Like I get her popularity because of the rise of social media more than back when Nicki first. It's just like nah, she ain't got the discography to stand on. She ain't got the discography to stand on her shoulders like that.
If we're
Not
looking at the
really.
aspect
If
of the
you really think
generation,
about it,
but you gotta look at the
yeah, I get
generations they came
generational,
in,
but
G. We have 2 generations like packed in where Nicki came in to the 2 generations that we have building in with Cardi.
and they still
Mm,
Which
don't
but
hold the
one is
candle to her
kind
because
of
they ain't
like
got the body of work.
I,
because one of Cardi's is technically tied to one of Nicki's. You get what I'm saying?
Well,
It's
no, I
like
don't.
so
I'm trying to get it.
okay, so let me help you out. So there's a fan like so the fan base is the generation we in and and like I guess a little older. I guess our generation is still locked in with them. And then there's the new generation. And then there's the very like and that's the ones that's a little younger than us. And then there's the generation. I'm talking about like the 90s. I guess I gotta put it 90s, 2000s,
what
2010s, 2020
what
babies.
this
You
got to
said
do with
Separate.
her
you said
discography
generation
though?
a lot in that sentence, sir.
I was trying to explain it, but I see niggas want to throw me on the spot here of
No,
like
no, no, no. I'm
because I
listening.
was like, damn, let me explain. I'm trying to get to it. I'll let y'all talk y'all story. anyway, what I was saying was you separated in 4 generations. Well, not four, fuck the generation thing. Anyway, you separated in 4 eras, nigga. G's a part of 2, Cardi's a part of technically 2.5. Really one and a half, really. That one leg she stood on and that one album got her Grammy nominations, name stakes on the building, and it's 2024. That is 6 years over one album hold. That's a pretty strong fucking leg. So
I
that just tells me the second she drops something, she has a 1 or 2 way street. That leg's either gonna break after holding all that weight and it didn't work, or that leg gonna eventually develop another strong leg in the second album of a sense.
and she's still not gonna be able to stand toe to toe with Nicki. Doesn't
See
matter.
that
She ain't got the
okay?
body of work, bro. You talking about a whole
It
bunch of
take
factors
years
that
to build
ain't.
a body of work. You
Listen
can't
to
just
me.
cook that
But
up
You
all
she
in one
talking to
night.
you
yeah,
talking
but
to
she
me,
let a
and you talking to us about a whole lot of stuff that has a lot to do with it. But what we talking about is discography, body of work. She got one album, dog, and yes, she has a lot of
When
momentum off of one album and a bunch of loose singles, which I said already. It's just when we talking about a complete body of work, bro. When you look at it, bro, she literally has one fucking album, one solo, uno. How many Nicki got? 5.
point
You
proven,
can't measure that
one
up.
album already bring you that much name stake. Gee, imagine what happens when you get
okay. So
moved. The
the long
discography,
Do you
my
do you realize that if do you realize that Nicki was in the same position when Pink Friday first dropped? You realize that, right? She might not have
I
won no
feel.
Grammy off of that,
Hold
but she
on.
was in the same position.
Hold on, though. Like I feel like first I'm gonna let Kuda Bugging go because I can hold on to Matt. Go ahead, Kuda.
Yeah,
the
I'm
longer
through.
she wait, the longer she wait to drop this next album, the more pressure is gonna be on her for this next
Thank
album
you.
to be good.
Exactly.
I,
And I
And
mean,
I
and
don't think it's more
and
so weight.
as far as like you say, it take years to build a discography. How many years has she let go by where she ain't
Then
For
building a
sure.
discography?
Carter, she didn't have kids, dog. That changed the whole aspect.
Mm-hmm.
You and I both know that. You have kids. I don't have kids, but you have kids. That will that will direct you a whole different way. I'm just saying.
Hey,
I don't know,
She
bro.
got a life.
Nicki had a kid in the last 6 years too. She
And
dropped
she was
another album.
recording and doing all that
but
shit, bro.
since we talk about discography, she had a set discography already. Cardi only got the
But she
one
was,
set
but
of
she was,
I'm
discography.
sure,
she
and I'm
recorded a lot of
sure,
Pink Friday too while she was pregnant with her son, dude. What are you talking about?
You can
I
still
am
rap.
very
Again,
sure.
she had more discography prior to that.
Yeah, but see, this is what's confusing me. I really want you to understand where we lost that. It's like, bro, you're not
I'm just saying that
necessarily disputing you're not necessarily disputing what we saying, but it's just like what you saying, especially because considering when we talking about discography, what you saying is like
the
Cardi got a
discography
big
shouldn't
leg to
matter, is what
stand
I'm
on.
saying.
You saying that she got a big leg to stand on because her first album was so
And a
commercially
couple
successful, right? But this is
commercial
the
see,
thing.
yep.
Luda Buggin is not. He has a point, bro. Like, what exactly is she waiting on? Motherfuckers be having kids every day and still be releasing albums. Be like, that could be an excuse, but it's also not an excuse when her
I'm
contemporaries
just saying,
doing the same thing. Like, that's not an
my
excuse really. If her contemporaries are doing it, shit. Cardi B did a whole tour while pregnant with her first child, and she ain't been on tour since. For one, for
my
two,
thing is,
I hate to mention her. Hold on, wait. For two, and I hate to mention her, but Sexy Red was pregnant as fuck doing the same damn thing. And she's still
she
out here.
dropped
And she got
22 minute
2 kids.
songs talking about shaking ass. G, come on, like like, come on. I understand that Cardi ain't doing too much of a difference, but I do abada. That's what I heard. Your connection cut right there when you was gonna go in, but stop it.
I didn't
Wait,
say anything yet.
wait. No, when you whatever you were saying, it picked up digitally all fucked up. That's why I didn't hear it. That's why I was like,
Oh,
stop. I can't hear
well.
you.
Hey,
Hey, go ahead.
if her next album is bad, bro, it's gonna get ugly for her. That's all I'm saying.
That's what I said.
Cause
That's
you're
what I
right. She's
said. That
taking too
one
long,
leg
bro.
gonna
Like
go one or two legs. Y'all say, okay, the
she
whole too
gotta,
long thing. We can compare that to all our other rappers that took 3 to 4 years to drop an
Yeah.
album.
for
Okay.
sure.
Now,
Male or
let
female,
me.
rappers take as long as they want.
Let me
That's
Discography
say
also
can
this.
true.
build as long as you want it to be.
She
All right, DNA, go say what you want to say, please.
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I was more so thinking I like 15 to 25%. Agree with Martin is saying, but I'm just like Nicki is at a point where like she can take a break and build up a whole label if she wanted to. Like she's
Trying.
like almost like she's basically almost like where 50 Cent is, where she's got so much credibility in this game. Like leave he like how 50 left music and he still has everybody listening to his music takes. Basically, is what I'm saying. Like everybody's gonna listen to Nicki as far as music goes.
Same thing
So
with Cardi, to be honest.
yeah,
If we're
same
being
thing. Yeah,
honest.
same thing with
Mm-hmm.
Cardi. But I'm
But
trying to
see,
keep it Nicki for because we've
no, for sure.
been dipping all over the place and I want to say that Nicki is like at this point where like I I think she might drop another album or mixtape this year. She still has a chance to. I hope she does. Because just off the simple fact that like didn't know this was coming. First off, I knew she knew when her 10th anniversary was, but I didn't know this was coming. So also she has still a lot of attention. She garnered a lot of attention because she still got her solid core fan base who's gonna follow her everywhere she goes and buy up everything she puts out. So yeah, like she's where she's supposed to be in this game, and I can't wait to see what she's gonna do next. She's always like that. She's always been like that. So,
Yeah, for sure.
um, but all in all, like it's still a phenomenal body of work. Pink Print is still holds
It definitely holds up. I was actually thinking that when I was listening to it. Like, damn, this shit still hold up. It don't sound dated. Because a lot of stuff from 2014 do sound a little dated, but this doesn't.
right. For sure. Um, but moving on from that. So J. Cole, I want to get to J. Cole now. He's describing this as an audio series, but to me, it's a podcast. To me, it's a podcast, but it's also an audio documentary.
I'll pay $10 for that shit if y'all want to.
I sure did.
I know you did.
So, what about you, Kuda? Did you pay the 10? No. Okay, cool.
Don't blame me.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
It'll be
I
on
get,
YouTube in about a month.
No.
On YouTube in
I
about a
get
month.
y'all stance on that. I get y'all stance on that. And also, if you're listening, like how me and John listening, bro, like this is some gems. He's putting out gems out here where I feel like every artist should be listening to. Because I'm gonna talk about how this is important for the independent artists first. Let me just focus on that because he's talking about his whole come up and everything that's going on around each time that he put out a project or a song. Exactly. And the game is so different now where anybody can be a fucking artist. Anybody can. And you ain't gotta have any talent.
It sounds like it.
Anybody can. Like literally anybody can. Motherfuckers on the motherfucking street
today.
Picking their nose and digging in their ass can be an artist right now. Like on some real shit. So
sounds about right.
So right now, it's really gonna take talent and work. It's gonna take them too. Because if you're not talented and you don't work, then you're not gonna get anywhere in this music with this music. So I'm telling my independent artists right now to stay in this music. Yeah, to stay. So that's why I'm telling my independent artists right now, like, if you're not gonna pay the $10, listen to what the fuck me and my 3 co-hosts are saying right now, because you're not gonna get no other information like this for free. This is the place to get it right here. Cohort Facts Podcast. This is where to get it. Because I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, it's other podcasts that does give you free game. And also it's other podcasts that don't give you free game. They literally put it behind a paywall. Like all of them, like, let's just the elephant in the room. Joe Budden podcast, he put his shit behind a paywall. And he's gotta put himself in a position where he's gotta like randomize guests. He's doing it right fucking now. He's randomly putting in people so he can keep this shit up. He can keep his shit up, bro. It's crazy as fuck to me because I go in and out and pay and see what the fuck Joe Budden is doing, and it's fucked up. It's fucked up because they can't hold a candle. They can't keep this podcast shit up because everybody else around him, like certain pieces, I'm not gonna say who, in that, like, they don't know shit. They don't know shit for real. It's like it's just him. It's just literally him. You're Joe Budden podcast. This is what you get. This is what you get when you fucking name it after you. Like, and then he's gonna have to fucking move. He's talked about it so long that I'm just like, damn, dog, it's fucking crazy. He has to move. He's not gonna be able to stay in New York / New Jersey.
I thought he was in LA.
No.
Oh shit.
He's still in his home city. So now that it's like that, because
he's made it back to the house.
Now that it's like that,
sure if he's at home or not.
I'm gonna move off and go back to the. I'm gonna move off and go back to the independent artist. Now that it's like that, you really gotta surround yourself with the right people. If you ain't surrounding yourself with the right people, then you're fucked. You're fucked. It's not always gonna take money. Money does matter, but it's gonna also matter about who you surround yourself with. Because if you ain't got no people loyal to you, you not taking care of your people that's around you, and making sure that you got that they're on the same mission as you, then you're fucked. You're fucked, bro.
This music thing is about longevity, and it take the passion, it take talent, hard work, like you say, but you also got to be passionate about it. You gotta want to do it. Without the love, you're not gonna be able to do it. And I mean, and then, like I say, it just take longevity. Like you could be an artist that never get the recognition that you feel you deserve. Like take the Bodie James or the Ransoms or you know what I'm saying, or the Conways and Benny the Butchers. They
There's probably somebody named Benny the Booker too.
yeah, they get notarized.
Who Benny the Booker?
I bet you it's a rapper somewhere, G. I bet you it's a rapper somewhere named Benny the Booker. I can wholeheartedly send it.
Yeah, I tried to slide past it, but they yeah, man, it just take dedication, hard work, and passion. Like you just gotta love what you do. Like even if you never reach J. Cole or Drake or Kendrick status, like there's still rappers out here that never get that type of fame, and they still in the game. They still making a living off of it.
For
It's
sure.
for the love of the game.
And so like, cause we're like out of all four of us, me, Kuda Buggin, and Martin Madness, we knew what the fuck is going on. We watching what the fuck is going on right before our very eyes. Like when it comes to this music shit, bro, like it's crazy because they really need us. They really fucking need us as artists, podcasters. They need us because if we're not doing what the fuck we're doing, if they ain't gonna see no fucking value. They like we're the valuable piece. That's why it's artists out here that is like smart on the low, like NLE Chopper and 21 Savage, like. They built up their catalog to where they had to fucking go to the damn label and say, all right, y'all can get this percentage, but I gotta get creative freedom. Like and all I need y'all for is to put my music out there and get it seen by worldwide. That's it. And that's what y'all can come with. That's what y'all can come with. Y'all can do the same shit. And y'all can come with some shit. How even Chance the Rapper, Chicago, of course, I got to go to my Chicago bias a little bit. How Chance the Rapper was doing a lot of free shows before he officially like said, okay, I got to start getting paid off this shit. Eventually, he did, and eventually he's a Grammy Award winner. And he's doing a lot of big shit on the low. So, long story short, moving back.
Short story long.
Yeah, short story long. Moving back to J. Cole, he put this shit behind a paywall. And also because of he didn't want to get with a iHeart, a Spotify. Every distributor of podcasts, basically audio form, he wanted to keep it in-house and profit from it. And this is the rollout for the fall off. Long story short, short story long. This is the rollout for the fall off. If you've been paying attention.
So at the end of the series, is that what I'm getting?
Bro,
So,
it's damn near like
right
in your face. And you looking at the damn. Right. Oh, go ahead.
So this quote unquote season of this podcast audio series ends with Forest Hills Drive. So probably not before the end of the year. but
It'll probably
sometime
be a
next year,
remastered vinyl, I'm assuming.
sometime there'll be a like whenever the next iteration of the series comes out, that's when it'll come out. So sometime next year when they decide to put the rest out, that'll be probably right there.
Got you. Because what I'm thinking now that you said that, and since it ends at Forest Hill Drive, I'm assuming it'll probably just be another remastered vinyl with another remastered drop with
Well, the
maybe like
10th
2 songs.
anniversary is this year, so that would make something sense that he's gonna do something special with that.
You think he dropping it in January, like first off of January on the same date?
You talking about the fall off, or you talking about Forest Hills Drive? Because the anniversary
Forest
for
Hill.
Forest Hills Drive is December 9th.
Yeah, that's what I'm
And
saying. You think you're
that's
gonna drop the
the
same date?
I don't know. I know that's the 10th anniversary of Forest Hills Drive, and that's also the 8th anniversary of For Your Eyes Only, because they came out the same day 2 years later.
I mean, we know which one's probably gonna get looked at
Yeah, for
more.
sure.
So it's probably safe to say that maybe somewhere in between he might do something for Your Eyes, but I think he might wait till the 10th if anything.
But
Because you know how people felt about For Your Eyes.
I don't care how people felt about it.
I know
I
you
how I
don't
felt
care.
I know
The
how I
same
felt
way
about it.
Kendrick, everybody else feels about To Pimp a Butterfly.
No, don't do that.
I knew he was gonna do it. Because you want to know why? Because look, I got so far, John. The same way some people think about certain albums and mixtapes comparisons.
Oh yeah, that's what you should have said.
I mean,
we can talk about that.
But
bro,
what I was gonna but no, DNA definitely has a point, because
You're not wrong.
a lot of people will sit there, and there's a section of the internet that likes to pimp a that loves to pimp a butterfly, and there's a section that hates it. Just like there's a section that loves Mr. Morale, and there's a section that hates it. They're
Yes.
easily his two most divisive albums. But this ain't about him right now. We're gonna get to that. The J. Cole thing.
Cherry
When I
Bomb is
was
another one. About
we'll
Tyler
come back
Creator.
to that too.
We can come back to that.
The J. Cole thing. I don't know about DNA, but when I was listening to that and I was listening to all these stories he was telling, I got a sense of my mindset at the time when all of these things were happening. Like, for example, in the second
Okay.
episode, he talks about the very first time he heard Drake. I had to like pause it, and I'm like, damn, like all this shit that's been going on this year behind Drake, like niggas really, like these people really don't understand what the climate of hip hop was like when this nigga first popped up. Like, he was one of them niggas when he came out, and people don't realize that. Like, y'all talk all this shit about him, but y'all don't understand. When he first came out, he was literally next. Like, there was no, oh, Kendrick is this and nothing like that. That's not the shit on Kendrick. I'm just saying, when Drake came out, he was the one. That was it. Nobody else mattered. There was so many people coming out, but he was just the one standing in the middle of the circle.
I mean, it worked. I mean, he was like think about it. He had like he's that like that star prospect coming out like out of high school. He had the aesthetics and like all the hype on him. He had Wayne backing him.
He was LeBron.
He was LeBron. Yeah. He was LeBron. Yeah. Pretty much he had all the hype on him.
So
namesake, everything.
When Cole was talking about the first song he ever heard from him, which is really crazy which song it was, because it's like that's really the first song you ever heard by this nigga. Like, but then what was the song he said he heard where he was rapping on DNA?
Was it on his MySpace page?
Yeah, when he was on MySpace. He was on MySpace. I forget the song he said that he heard where he was actually rapping.
Yeah,
I wanna say, Say What's Real. That's the one.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Bro, he said when he heard that, he thought Drake was just a cool little dude who could make like a good song. When he heard Say What's Real, he had probably the same reaction that a lot of us had. Like, you had the nerve to tackle a Kanye beat, and not only did you have the nerve to tackle a Kanye beat, but you went crazy on it. Like, oh, now I'm really like wired in with this nigga.
It had to be done.
But no, him talking about like, bro, him bringing up all these things that happened during the early years of the blog era really took me back to high school, bro. Like, it really took me back to when I was on those hip hop sites, on hip hop early, on Not Right, on Two Dope Boys, on Hot New Hip Hop. Every day when I'm supposed to be doing schoolwork, scrolling, looking for these songs and looking at this information, it almost made me emotional. Like, damn, like that was people really don't understand the time back then. Like these young niggas will never understand what it was like to experience that because everything is literally like gifted to them by social media or on these streaming platforms. Like they really don't know the joy of getting on the computer, going to your favorite blog site and scrolling, looking for new songs to download, scrolling, looking for albums that leaked early. Like they never will realize that.
Sure.
What was that we said not too long ago? Niggas ain't gonna understand about that Piff, Spinrilla, and all that.
Mm-hmm.
It like just that add on to what you said. It's so fucking crazy, bro. Because like I literally remember like loading up every MP3, every flash drive, every
Dog,
iPod, anything,
bro.
bro. That's like it's so crazy. Think about it, G. Like we all are like not old like that, but like we are older generation now. Like and like these
Yeah, bro.
motherfuckers never
Like
experience shit like
they'll
that.
never understand, bro. And it's just like, bro, I probably ruined my mama computers so many times downloading music.
Niggas don't even know what this is. It's a PS1.
Yeah, I know what that is.
I had to clarify for the new gen people that don't know what it is.
So,
Niggas don't know what this is. It's crazy.
That's the new one though, not the original.
No, this is the original. This is my well, I mean not the fat one. This is the original skinny boy. This is the first skinny boy.
That's the original small one. That's not the original one with the
No, I know what you're talking about.
With the dark gold dull gray joint.
I had to think about what you was talking about at first. I was like, wait a minute, this old as me. What the hell?
I'm talking about the original joint, the dark dull.
Yeah, you talking about
joint.
the big body. My big body was old.
That really just brought me back to a simpler time, bro. Like people will never understand the climate back then. And he also said something that was very interesting on this recent episode where he was talking about the making of the warm up. He said two things that stuck out to me. One thing I already knew, and one thing was crazy. The thing that I knew is that he said that he didn't realize how the music industry worked and how certain songs he worked on while he was working with No ID ended up in the hands of other artists. He didn't realize that could happen because I guess his manager was telling him, like, if you really want to keep this beat, you got to pay for it so you can keep it. Because if you don't, it's going to somebody else. He didn't know that. That was funny to me, but I knew that.
Not knowing about exclusives.
But what blew my mind is that when he was talking about what the hell did he say? Something about it was on this recent episode that came out yesterday. Yeah, I literally just lost it. But it was so crazy how he was talking about just hearing him talk about his experience in the music industry is insane. Like the pieces couldn't have fell into place any other way. It's just crazy how life worked. Like one day you meet your favorite rapper outside of a studio and he say, fuck you, I'm not listening to your music. Then a year later he calling you to come to his office so he could like potentially sign you. Like it's crazy how life works. Like really motherfuckers just really got like it's really more inspiring than anything. Like DNA said to all these artists, like, bro, you can make it. You just have to be willing to put in the work. And then it ain't just with rapping or whatever, like singing or none of that. Like it's with producing, or even if it's not even nothing that has specifically to do with making music. Like you could do anything, bro. You just gotta be willing to put that work in. Like all the pieces gonna fall into place.
Mm-hmm. And to piggyback on that, it's just I mean, being the one that's kind of like, I guess someone who's kind of in the midst of like debating on if he wants to keep going or not. I've been doing that for years. It's safe to say that what they tell you is not a lie. It like all my podcast co-hosts can tell you that and shit. Like no matter what you do, if you don't put that work in, don't put that elbow grease, you don't put that extra 2 minutes, that extra 2 words, that extra little bit of time that you could have did that could have changed anything. That could make a moment change in life. You don't know. That's all about the work you put in, the time you put in. If you don't actually take that time, you ain't gonna never know what it can lead to.
And
so
you saying that
don't lead you nowhere.
And you saying that is just reiterating what me and DNA was talking about. Like I know how y'all feel, but bro, it's gotta be some of the best $10 I ever spent. Like honestly, because like
No, for real.
hearing these things is just like yo, like it's so like I done heard so many stories from so many different music artists. I done read books from so many different music artists on their life and how they got. I've read Rick Ross book, Gucci Mane book, Jay-Z book, Justin Timberlake book. I done read so many books and heard so many things about people and their journeys through the music industry, but it's just like never has it been anybody who's from our generation to tell us how it is. Because the way it works now is not too far off from how it worked then. So it's like there's a lot of similarities. There's a lot of free game being given behind 10 punk ass dogs.
I mean, I ain't mad at you, and
No,
of
I'm not.
course,
That's not me. That's
no,
not me trying
no,
to
I'm not
convince you
saying
to
it
do
like
it.
that, but no, I'm just saying like, no, I'm saying like, I can't. I trust me, I ain't gonna do it. I'm borderline cheap. Uh,
No, you
borderline.
not. No, you not. How much
Keyword
money?
borderline,
How? No,
meaning
fuck.
you
No,
know why?
no,
Because
no.
I'm
Fuck that.
cheap
How
when I
many?
want
How
to
much
be.
money? How much
You
money
heard
you
what I
done
said?
spent?
Cheap when I
How
want
much
to
money
be.
you done
Cheap
spent
when I
on
want to
wrestling this
be.
year since January? I want to know.
This year since January.
I want to know.
This year since January.
Yes.
Let me see. Do I gotta include member? Do I gotta include stuff I bought or
Yes.
just tickets?
All of it. If anything got to do with wrestling, I don't care if it's a show, a video
That's
game, a
sick,
piece of
man. That's
memorabilia,
sick. Cause
everything down to that punk ass poster on your wall.
literally two of the items already got me at a G. Oh fuck! And that wasn't where I was going. And two,
You've never thought about that, have you? Like how much money you done spent on it this year?
no, I can realistically tell you it's roughly around anywhere between 2 to 4, and that's just like
That's not
if I
even a
really
lot if you think about it, but it's still like damn, like
through
wow.
a whole year through a whole year because you said literally everything wrestling wise, and it's just like some of the stuff just came in a package, so I had to bundle that whole thing as the price.
You know what made
Because
me
like
ask you that though?
what?
Because one of my homegirls had asked me how much money I spent on vinyl since I first got my record player, and I was like, and
It
then
caught you off guard like a
I was
motherfucker.
like, and then I closed my eyes and I was like, about all year, maybe about close to maybe 1,500, maybe
and
something
you
like
wanna
that.
you wanna know what's crazy? I would have probably stayed in the under 2G mark, but this motherfucker was my birthday gift to me. God damn it, I was gonna get it.
I knew he
You
was gonna
know,
go get it.
I said, I'm gonna do something for my B-Day, all right. Niggas like, what you doing? Something, all right. Motherfucker came on that day.
Like I bought this big ass belt. That's what I bought. That's what I did.
That's what started it. God damn it. And then
I already know. I know he did a dance in that room. He's like, "Happy birthday to me," or some
oh
goofy
no,
shit.
yeah.
And
Y'all saw the video. I dropped a video.
did you? I don't
Excuse
know
me.
if you wanted to go more into detail about how this is pretty much the rollout for the fall off.
Yeah, I'll do
Uh,
that. Hell, here I'll go into it. So I know y'all all know this because we all be on the internet. He been talking about people have been begging J. Cole to drop his mixtapes on streaming for years, right?
Mhm.
And anytime anybody mentions it, it's always, oh, we couldn't get the samples cleared, or he just like X's out the question altogether, right? So when the come up came out a few days ago, I was like, I guarantee the warm up drops. And sure as shit, it dropped last night. Well, yesterday. Um, and now the very next two episodes are the next episode is about who that, and then the next episode after that is Friday Night Lights. So I guarantee before the end of next week, Friday Night Lights is dropping on streaming. This is definitely the rollout for the fall off. Just by the way he's talking about it.
Do you think we
for
get a
sure.
song called The Roll Off? The Roll into the Fall Off?
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
I'm just I'll
Another
just be thinking little puns can come in with this because like the warm up, the fall off, the off season, Friday Night Lights.
I mean,
It's
it's
just
always been like a basketball theme
I
in
know. I'm
his
just waiting for it.
in his presentation. Like like there's no mistake that every album up until his very first everything up until his first album was all basketball related. Come Up, Warm Up, Friday Night Lights, Sideline Story, Off Season. Now this album called The Fall Off. These are all basketball terms.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another thing
So I didn't have the straight basketball reference on the album. I just want to hear when they just have a song called Travel. Double dribble.
Something's really wrong.
So
with this
another
guy.
one. Another.
I like concepts.
Another reason why I was just anticipating this and I knew it was coming because of the ASAP Rocky joint. Like I was telling y'all, like this is the lead up. This is really the lead up. He was just. I felt like he's putting you in a place of where like I don't know, Cole. Like
I don't know, Jermaine.
Like I don't know for real. Like I really don't know. Like he's giving those fans that not sure they're fans for real. Like the Port Antonio, like it caused a lot of divisiveness where, oh, I'm really done with this nigga, or oh,
people technically
like, okay,
been
I
done.
get that.
People been talking, but let me tell you something. Cole been getting talked about all year because of a beef that didn't have nothing to do with him. So already there are people against him. But there have always been people against him. I said it on that app Threads. Bro, J. Cole has always had the odds stacked against them other two niggas for as long as they've been out. Because like I told y'all just a few minutes ago, when Drake came out, he was literally the guy in the middle of the circle, right? Then when Kendrick came out, it took a minute because Overly Dedicated dropped and Section 80 dropped. Now the internet knew, people didn't realize it until Good Kid, Mad City. Then he stood in the circle, right? J. Cole probably had the hardest fight for his spot. He literally had to earn everything. Where I'm not saying that Drake and Kendrick didn't. I'm just saying when they came out, they had the type of backing. I'm not saying J. Cole didn't because he was signed to Hov, but follow me. Mm-hmm. They literally had the type of backing from their cities, from their labels, that could place them in that position to stand in the middle of that circle. J. Cole's biggest detriment has been social media. Because why is DNA texting the chat in the app? I don't understand what's happening.
I was just gonna say,
my bad. I was
said
trying
it twice.
to say what's up. I was trying to say what's up to people who chatting in the chat live stream.
Oh, okay. But he
y'all
he's
can
literally
watch this later if y'all don't want to watch. My bad. Y'all can watch this later because I know we staying on Cole for a minute. But go ahead.
I'm about to get off. I'm just saying, he literally had to fight the hardest for his spot because from the moment he came out into the mainstream, the one thing that everybody kept calling him is what?
Basic, trash, boring.
That's the word I'm looking for. Boring. Everybody kept calling him boring. It wasn't until Forest Hills Drive that people stopped calling him boring. And people were still calling him boring. Like he don't deserve to be in that spot. That's why I say he's had to fight the hardest to stay in the spot that he's earned.
Man.
It's like Kendrick stays in that spot because he dropped. If anything, Kendrick could give you a great album, right?
Right.
Drake could give you a hit after hit after hit after hit. That's what keeps them in that circle. Cole literally had to fight his way fight his way through the crowd to get in the middle, in my opinion. And that's just it.
I mean, I put like this. As far as like I guess the whole three goats thing as we go forward, they're calling them three right now. I guess the best way to describe.
Oh no, it ain't no big three no more. Remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's only Big Me. We
yeah, that's right.
This is gonna segue into Kendrick for people who's waiting.
Oh, yes, indeed. I guess the finish off. Well, no, to conclude on what John said. I guess you could basically say out of those three, I think J. Cole is the best get it out the mud rapper between the three. Like he ain't, like John said all the facts. Kendrick and Drake had the backing of the cities, the other people in the background. Cole literally kind of had to get out the mud with everything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
And that's not to say, and like I say, people, that's not to say that Drake nor Kendrick didn't have to do that, because there were years
well
that they
deserved.
were rapping. That there were years that they were rapping before they ever got a big following. But it's just that when Cole got signed, he still had to fight his way through that circle to get to the middle. Kendrick and Drake just kind of had it already.
Right.
Right. So
Now, I kind of want to. I'm not gonna be the first to talk about the album, but I want to lead up to it.
I want Martin to go first on this.
Yeah, I do.
I want to lead. I want to lead into, but from just off like we was talking about. I think this was before we went out on air. The Joe Budden podcast was recording at the time that the Kendrick album came out, because a snippet came out, so it was like a 30-minute rollout, like I told y'all.
He doing the most. I know y'all saw that. He doing the most. Look at him.
look. Wait. I'm gonna get to him too. Because
I didn't say that then. All I do is, my head got a little weird. It's hard to throw a hat on.
This is why, like, I feel like this is so fitting for us, and this is why I said at the beginning, sort of towards the beginning. If you just joining us, you just popped in for a second. Anybody?
Because we live, baby. We live.
You can't get this nowhere else. Like, on some real shit, you can't get this nowhere else. But I was so against listening to this album while I was at work, because I'm not gonna be able to really analyze.
I knew he was gonna bring this up.
I knew it. That's why I started laughing. I'm like, yes, nigga.
So, like, I was like, shut the fuck up between them two. Like, that's all I was thinking. In the group chat, like, I'm like, shut the fuck up.
You're supposed to mute us.
I should have, but I'm like, I ain't really got shit else going on, for real, not for real. And I ain't really want to listen to anything else because of the simple fact that Martin, man, this over there, kept talking about the fucking album, and I kept looking at Twitter too.
What DNA fails to realize, well, no, he don't fail to realize. What DNA failed to mention was that we wouldn't have known nothing about it if he hadn't sent us what he sent us in the first place. Because I was at work minding my own business, and I
was asleep.
My phone, and I see Kendrick dropped something on YouTube. I go to YouTube, I see the video, nigga. Not even the moment that the letters GNX popped up at the end of this video, the very next text I see is Kendrick just dropped the album.
I said, like, and now look, I said, what?
Like, what is going on?
I was like, damn, I didn't get the crust out my damn eyes.
Last thing before I let Martin take over, and the last thing I was gonna say about this was, like, again, it was not my intention to listen to this while I'm at work, because I get distracted from everybody, and I'm not gonna be able to take into no lyrics what he's actually saying, but I got the gist of it because I listened to the album like 3 times. So go ahead, Martin.
Also before he goes, the very next thing I said after DNA said, DNA said what he said about Kendrick dropping the album, before I even pressed play on it, the first thing I thought about in text was somebody go find Martin.
That is literally what he said. Because mustard, boy. We finally got it, niggas. We finally got it, niggas.
I'm so sorry for y'all if you got it turned up.
Man, I'm happy for y'all because mustard. No, let me stop.
That's something I said earlier. I promised DNA I wasn't gonna say it, but
I kind of want to know what it was now. I'm doing though because I know what you was not about.
I told DNA. I said this is the thing about, this is a wonderful thing for Martin, because anytime Kendrick ever drops anything, Martin gonna nut on himself.
What? Yo, nah. See, I don't even want to go first. I don't even want to go first no more. Cause whoa. I don't want to give off them type of impressions. No.
No, it's too late. It's too late because you started with the mustard yell, so you have to finish.
I mean, we had pause. No Diddy. Had to catch that.
Yeah, good job. Just go ahead, man. It's too late.
But anyway. This like when we saw in the group chat, it was definitely Cali inspired as I went through this whole album. But I mean, this was a bit like to me. I feel like this is a business album. He came to address some things, have a good time, and have a good, and then just state the obvious. I peep, I see. I'm still here if niggas want it. I feel like this was a business album. This album brought the business in here. Like, I mean, I ain't gonna like go all above and beyond with the shit, like, cause like it's only 12 tracks. But still, like, it was just straight bops as far as like the bop songs, and then the songs that's in depth. We finally got the finish of that damn song that he hinted on, Not Like Us and Squabble Up. Now, my question
I got a theory about that, but I'm gonna wait till it's my turn.
I'll just say my question to y'all about it was: did y'all feel like was that what y'all was expecting that song to be when y'all heard Squabble Up?
Do you want me to answer, or you want DNA to answer? Because I'm pretty sure our answers might be different.
Everybody.
Okay.
I don't think Kuda Bug listened to it. Did you listen to it yet, bro?
He did. He said
he did. He did last night. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool. I don't know. Honestly, the flip, like Joe Budden said, it's giving a lot of money. Like, it's giving a lot of money. A lot of money, dog. It's like, bro, like y'all got to understand, this is sample greatness. What he did all over this project.
Yeah, he sampled a lot of crazy stuff.
That's why I said this. Why 12 is like perfect, because I don't know how much more he would have had in the tape to sample with.
Bro, he probably got so much shit that we haven't heard yet that he sampled. But you gotta have your money up there to fuck with this shit that
he was sampling.
Like gave us. Like, yeah, it's like Tupac, Luther, like, dog. It was the sample for sure. It was the sample. I was like, nah.
All right, so I'm gonna say this about Squabble Up, okay? Whenever a song has a sample, not a sample, whenever a song is like a snippet on the front or on the back or something, you always have to take that snippet with a grain of salt, because the song that it ends up being attached to, it might be fire, but it ain't gonna be what you expect. I felt that way.
That's the answer I was waiting for.
I felt that way in my heart 10, 11 years ago when Tyler the Creator dropped Beamer on the back of that Damo 23 single. Beamer is a great song. It just wasn't what I expected after the snippet cut off, right? It's still a good song. Now this song, it's like DNA said, the sample is what sold me. I like the song, but it's not what I expected at all. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. I didn't know what I expected. I just knew whatever it was, the beat was crazy. That's all I knew.
Man, because beat selection, samples. I mean, I like. Let me go into depth with Luther. Not too much in depth, but Luther was a funny song. I love that sample, but it was funny because I was smoking one of my homies and we was listening to the album.
Some dude in the shoe store I was at thought it was the actual Luther song, and then he got disappointed.
Hey, dog. Hey, you know how many people got to start to sing "This World Was Mine," and then they got so disappointed. They was ready for the whole note. I said, nope, don't expect that.
Don't expect that. This ain't that.
No, this man was listening to it. He was like, all right. And he grabbed his phone. I said, what you gonna do? He said, I'm gonna delete all the trap music in my phone. I'm tired of all this ignorant And that's one of my homegirls says she calls it Glock pop music.
Block pop music is insane.
But I said, that's damn near the best way to call it. Glock pop.
Block pop.
Yeah. But like he said, I gotta get rid of all the trap music. He said, what am I doing with my life? It was just like it's funny because like this album just gave you just like I know I've been saying come of age for these last couple albums. There's not a coming of age one, by the way, John. I'm not gonna say it this time.
I would hope you don't.
Oh no. This is just more so you know how I said like
I got the
J. Cole answered some questions. You probably might have it better. I can't think of an analogy for it right now. Kind of all over the place with it, because like,
oh no, this album is definitely all over the place. But it's
that's what I said. I haven't had like a set tone to put it in yet. Like,
it's not to its detriment. I guess I'll go next.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, go ahead, because I can't really describe it, but I mean, we'll piggy into it.
Did you rate it? Did you rate it?
Oh, you want a rating? Oh, I mean, do you really want to answer under 10? No.
Oh, okay.
It's not like it's like I'm not saying like, oh my god, greatest album 10 10 10. I just don't have no complaints.
Is it top 5 for you for the year?
Yeah, because I'm thinking about it. I don't have too many others. I only got like
this year not over with yet, by the way. Like,
so
yeah, it's not over.
So I know our year in wrap up is coming. So DNA in confidence.
You got 3 weeks to get your shit together. That's what he's saying.
No, that too. But I want to say 3 going on 4 on our top 10.
I don't want to say too much.
That's gonna be on that regard.
I'm feeling confident that the West Coast has pretty much dominated our top 10. I think, only because we're about to also get a Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre album, and I think this is gonna be really good too.
Yeah, I think so.
And Snoop responded, by the way, to Kendrick. He said it was the edibles. Also, one last question before you go into it, John, because it's actually a question more so towards you two, Kuda and John, because you know DNA has his opinions about this young man that I'm gonna name. He don't really got no opinions, but do y'all think a Larry June and Kendrick song might ever come now that we have more of a Cali roots Kendrick coming around these parts around this time?
You know what? If YG and Larry June can make a song together, Kendrick and June can make a song together.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I see possibilities.
It's just a matter of what the hell would that even sound like?
Do you really have a complaint on what it might sound like though? Because I feel I don't even think it'd be bad. No, I'm not saying you are, but I'm just saying
I think it'll be like something that we hear on this project, yeah. But
who do we throw on as the producer?
I don't know.
Cardo.
You want to stay with Cardo?
Only because I know he has a good relationship with both of them. So
yeah. I was gonna say you could default Mustard in there. It wouldn't be a bad choice.
That would be interesting. Okay.
He was here he was here on this album. Why not? For like the bonus track.
So first and foremost, I told DNA earlier, and I'm gonna tell y'all, when I first heard the album all the way through, I was not feeling it at all. Because I think it was just the state of mind I was in at the time. I was in work mode, so it was really just like, it's not grabbing me right now. And because I remember listening to Mr. Morale, and we all were on the phone that night, and y'all remember how hyped I was, and I wasn't even on song 3 yet.
He's referring to this album, guys.
So it didn't grab me initially the way that Kendrick's previous albums had, but once I got alone and got in my car and pressed play again, I felt differently. Now, like I said, it didn't initially grab me and never let me go like the rest of his discography has. But once I actually sat down and listened, I was like, okay, I still feel underwhelmed, but not because what I'm hearing isn't good. It's because I feel like this is the prologue to something greater. This is strictly Kendrick having fun. To me, like he's addressing stuff that his fans and other people want him to address, so they have something to talk about. But this is really him just doing something that I don't think he's done in a while, which is have fun. Like this whole year, his whole entire year has been centered around this beef. So for him to really just cut loose and just do anything and not have to be so lyrically like on your neck was refreshing in a way.
I was gonna say, imagine the album we would have got if Drake continued the war.
So all in all, that's not to say, like I said, I was underwhelmed, and I'm only underwhelmed because I feel like there's something better coming. But for what I got, y'all know I'm a West Coast music fan through and through. I advocate heavily for the West Coast. So what I heard, I loved. A lot of people on the internet saying it's better than Mr. Morale. It's not. I don't care about y'all biases. Y'all need to chill. It's only been out 24 hours. Chill out.
I ain't even
But
gonna say
right
it. That's a calm down.
after 3.5 full listens, this is not better than Mr. Morale. But it's a good album. I won't give it no 10. I'm gonna give it an 8, personally.
Fine.
Because I know there's something better coming.
Sounds about accurate.
Because I know it's something better coming. Because I gave Mr. Morale a 10. This got an 8. It's not up there with Mr. Morale to me. What really say, not say, I ain't gonna say save because Kendrick don't save it. But what really does it for me with this album is the beats, the beat selection. That's what does it. Because Kendrick just on here saying, like, if it ain't the introspective stuff where he talk about the Super Bowl or the Drake situation for like a millisecond, or TDEs come up, or anything else that he was really introspective about, that too. He really just on here saying anything, if you're being honest. It sounds fire because of the beats. That's why I'm giving it an 8.
So you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Cool bugging.
Well,
Mr. Bugging, we've been expecting you.
This it wasn't his best work. It wasn't his worst either. But I'm a little in between.
It.
You know, man. I like out of the 12 songs, I like 5.5 because I don't know how to feel about the Peekaboo joint. Well, I think that's what it's called.
No, you're right. I know it's all he talking about.
Oh, wait.
Hey, that's how me throw me on guard when I first heard it.
No. Listen, I'm with you, right? I'm with you until this morning, because that song came on my way to where I was going. Now, mind you, it's a rapper on there that was on Blue Lips that I really like named AZ Chike, right?
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan. So as soon as I heard him on there, like when I realized it was him, I instantly got more turned. I'm like, oh shit. So no, that song actually fired me. I understand, I do, because I felt the same way when I first heard it. Once I realized who was on it, I'm like, oh no, this fire. No, I gotta turn this up. Hold on.
He like, I'm like 50
Charlie
50
Brown version.
Oh my god.
They made a Charlie Brown version, dude. I couldn't.
Y'all gonna play that out before Sunday get here, man.
Send that to the group, bro. Send that to the group.
What you thought it was gonna be?
y'all finna play that out before Sunday get here. Jesus.
I don't care.
Not y'all.
Reincarnated.
Again, I'm sorry, y'all, for that. If you got that shit turned up, my bad.
I promise y'all we'll do it one more time before we get off this pod. Prepare ourselves.
He go mustard y'all eardrum out.
Mm-hmm. Bro, I'm sorry. No. Before Kuda continue, I just want to say one thing. I saw a TikTok of a dude in the kitchen by himself with no shirt on, and when the mustard part came on, this man was pouring mustard all over himself. I'm like, oh no, y'all going too crazy, man. Y'all need to chill. Y'all need to chill, man.
Anything for a light.
Y'all need to chill, bro. Because what you pouring good mustard on your body for?
Hey, look. As long as it wasn't the dude that always like immerse himself in fucking like whatever he was eating or some shit. Like, you know the dude I'm talking about, like, here, eat the
I know who you're talking about.
As long as it ain't him, bro, that shit be creeping me the fuck out.
No, that wasn't him. It was somebody else. Like, bro, I know you still live with your mama. Ain't no way she just lets you pour mustard on yourself like this.
Anything for a light, man.
Now, Mr. Bucky.
I like the reincarnated. I like the he kind of sounded like Tupac on that.
That was purposeful because he sampled
Yeah.
Tupac.
Yep, I was just gonna say he sampled it.
And then the SWV flip on the hard part 6.
Nigga, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
It's funny you mention that because there's a nigga on Threads right now. I don't know his name, who was basically on there saying something like him sampling a song that Pharrell produced was like purposeful. And I'm like, that's kind of a reach to me. Because if you was gonna do what you was doing, you might as well have just had Pharrell produce a song on your album. That would hit even harder than just sampling something he did. So I think that was a reach. But I mean, I see why he think that.
Is this true?
Because him and Pharrell do have a good relationship. They've produced probably one of the biggest songs ever. They in All Right, and then they got Good Kid off of Good Kid, Mad City, and they got Mr. Morale off Mr. Morale. So they got a couple joints together.
I'm just showing them as you said them. That's all.
Oh,
I was like, don't pay me no mind. I was just.
I think this pretty much this album is to shut people like me up that say he make his fans wait so long. he have them starving and shit. So
like, here, damn.
Shit. Like, damn, bro, yeah, fuck.
So he dropped something just to warm us up to the actual album come out. I think.
Yeah.
Because if you notice, the snippet that's on that video is not on that album. That's why I think something else is coming.
Yeah.
For sure. Oh man.
I think we're not getting it till 2025.
Probably not, but we got something, so people can be quiet for a minute.
Valid. I'll take that all day because Lord knows when the next time we're gonna get something else before this.
I'm gonna give it like a 7.5.
That's respectable.
I'm gonna stay on my 10 just because I respect it. It's not really just it's for more reasons, but go ahead, DNA. I'm sorry.
You giving it a 10 because you treat him like I do Lloyd Banks. It's just a 10.
Yes, sir. Yes, motherfucking sir. That's the best comparison. I didn't even think about that, Kuda. Yes, how Kuda feels about Lloyd is how I feel about Kendrick on this one. It's respect and homage.
It's literally what I said to y'all yesterday. The internet is about to gas the fuck out this album, which they're doing, and it's not even his best work. It's not.
And that's the thing. I like gassing it. It's not his best work. It's fun because people are enjoying this album. People enjoying the hell out of this album. That's why we keep going with it.
But be realistic. That's all I'm saying. That's great. Because I feel the same way. I feel the same way. But
Jay, you know me. I'm gonna just keep going with this. You know what I'm gonna choose as my best and favorite.
First thing I'm gonna say, go ahead and like this up, man. Like this up if you on YouTube.
Man, if y'all ain't liking, commenting, watching, what y'all doing, man?
Don't trust him. He got a Dodgers hat on, and I'm a Dodger fan.
I'm wearing this hat because of Kendrick, man. I ain't wearing it because no Dodgers.
Well, they did win the World Series. So.
Damn, y'all watch baseball. That's crazy.
Yeah, I watch baseball, dude. Like you thought I had this Sox flag on my wall for nothing? They terrible asses.
I mean, I understand. My pops kind of forced me, made me watch the Sox at one point. I think me, him, and one of his friends was on White Sox. Not forced, really. More so like this back when I was like a kid and like you ain't really want to do shit, but it was cool to do some shit.
Yeah. Just quality time with your pop.
Yeah, so me, him, and his friend and his son went to a baseball game. But other than that, that's the only time I went to a baseball game. And it was the Sox. They won that game.
Now you gotta go. They sucked this year, so you ain't miss out on nothing. But
I couldn't find nobody that wanted to go with availability to go when I had availability. You and me never had the same availability.
Fuck. Probably the biggest Sox fan you know.
No, nigga, we didn't have work availability. That's why I just didn't ask you. It would have been just wasting your time.
Yeah, but
sorry, DNA. Back to you.
No, you good. So I'm gonna go ahead and agree with my good brother John over there, and this is gonna be an 8 for me. I know something else is definitely coming, because of the way Kendrick is, and because we got another freaking snippet and he's literally so mysterious, dude. This is like gotta be
Somebody
the
called him.
one.
Somebody on Twitter called him a mentally ill patient who can rap real good.
Oh shit.
That's most of the generation.
That's fucked up, man.
That's most of that generation he came from.
He's very, very intentional. He's very intentional. Everything about this project was good though. All the way down to the samples. So yeah, he's definitely Mustard is gonna have to change his tag to Mustard.
Well, he's gonna have to add that. He gotta add it. He ain't gotta change it. He's gotta add
He's definitely gotta add that. He gotta add it to only turn up songs.
You Dylan, since you did what you did and sent this man so many beats, I'm guarantee you he's gonna probably give you another hit from Squabble, from not from Squabble Up, my bad, from TV Off. He's about to give you another hit. So, and I'm sure he's gonna use another one of your beats on the next project. So yeah, just be prepared. Like, just be prepared of more Mustard. I'm so glad that because producers tend to give up too. I'm one of those. I'm not a complete giver upper, but I'm like a 50% giver upper because I've sent people some beats and I was also like, okay, you still ain't using them bitches yet. Like, what's going on? But this project was really, really, really good. Peekaboo was amazing. I don't know what the hell Kuda Bucket was talking about.
Hey, no, it was funny because how it started off. I get what he said because how it started off, you was like, wait, huh? And then when the song actually goes into fruition, then I was like, oh, okay. Because how that started off, I got what he was saying. Like, what the hell are you doing?
No, Mark. Here's what you need to do because I don't know if you did this yet. Go in the car, cut that song on.
You know I did it in the. I played it in the car. G.
But
what's the steps?
That shit was a quarterback sneak. It caught me off guard.
Speaking of,
oh my god, y'all are so
as of 4 hours ago, Kendrick Lamar's GNX currently occupies all 12 spots on the U.S. Apple Music Top 100 charts. Not only that,
I'm not shocked because Tyler the Creator just did the same thing.
You know, here's the funny thing: Kendrick has surpassed Kendrick for the most Apple Music no one hits in 2024.
That's what's up.
He literally has
because we all know it wasn't that other dude. Because this whole beef has been tailor made to so he couldn't win nothing even if he wanted to.
Do you want to know what the current 5 are in the number one hits?
I would love to know, just so because I feel like you want to say it for a reason.
Oh, I mean, I'm looking at it now. It's like
I know TV Off in there.
You'd be surprised. I'm gonna tell you, but I'm not gonna tell you the order. Like That, Euphoria, Not Like Us, Walk Down Murals, and Squabble Up. I know why Squabble Up's in there.
I know why.
We all know why Squabble. We all know why Squabble's in there. Niggas wanted to finish the song.
Yeah, no, we've been waiting on that since July. No, we need that.
No.
Now I remember what I was about to tell y'all. I'm so glad he dropped that song. Do y'all know why I'm so glad he dropped Squabble Up?
Mm-hmm.
Because in 2015 he dropped a video for what's that song? All Right, and at the beginning of All Right, there is a snippet in front of it that has never been released, and I'm still mad at him about that. But he actually put a snippet out this time. I'm so happy.
I was gonna say, John, did you find a hidden gem and he dropped it somewhere in there? But I was gonna say, because I know exactly what you're talking about. That sample should have been.
Tell me who the bitch nigga hating on me.
Gee, that shit would have been out. Oh my god!
I really wish he would just put that out just as a loose, like, hi, here y'all go. I know y'all been waiting on it.
I bet you he got it hidden somewhere. G, he go dust it off just to fuck with niggas' heads. Like, niggas ain't made me want to get off my roots yet. I ain't gonna drop it.
Yeah.
Do you know what the order? Do you think you can guess the order?
What the order? is not like us at number one?
Incorrect.
Oh wow. What was it? At number
Uh,
5,
nope.
2, 3? Oh, okay.
It goes Like That at 1, Euphoria at 2, Not
I
Like
felt
Us
that.
3,
I felt
and
that.
then Squabble Up is 5, Walk Down Morals is 4.
I felt that like that was the first
It's more so because it started it.
one. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I wanted to give y'all a little story I never told y'all. Period. Like I wanted to. So this is pertaining to the reincarnated. Now this particular song, I know. I was like, he's so intentional to be channeling Tupac, bro. Like he's so intentional. Like this shit was not. I knew reincarnated had some. I just by off of seeing that on the track list, I knew it had something to do with Tupac off of reincarnated, just off that. And then when I heard him channeling Tupac, like Tupac is still alive, like it was just made it so much better. Like it's basically top 3 for me. Like as far as in this album, like I gotta go back to that every time. And also a story. I got to tell y'all a story about how. See, this is how I'm gonna prove to y'all people who don't think I love the West Coast, because I really do love the West Coast.
Who told you you didn't?
No,
Right,
I'm
who
just
said you was against
no, I'm
it?
just saying. No, I'm just saying. Just clarifying it and amplifying it. Basically, is what I'm saying.
Gotcha.
I was listening to the Doctor's Advocate, specifically the Game. What's that song? I think it's called Bang. I think it's called that. I think it is. Let me go to it. Matter of fact, because I got a little story from that. he can't. So one weekend, a long ass time ago, I spent the night over my pop's crib and shit. And this man came in the living room, saw, see me get dressed and everything, and saw me listening to that like I was fresh from LA or some shit. Like I
What song?
like
What song was it?
really, it was Bang on the Doctor's Advocate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, bro. Like, and he was just looking at me crazy and saying that, what you know about this? Like, for real, like, and I just wanted to tell her, like, nigga, do you know how much Tupac and shit you was listening to when I was young as shit, bro? It's just your fault that I'm listening to this right now, dog. I love West Coast music because of you. So much damn Hail Mary and the Bishops of a Rider, so much. It's all about you. Like, so much of that shit. Like, dude, it's your fault.
Tupac ain't even from the West Coast. That nigga's from New York. No, I'm sorry. That man from Oakland by way of Baltimore by way of New York, bro. Tupac don't have no regional place that he from for real. He was just adopted by the West Coast after him and Suge got together.
Yeah.
That's why I don't understand. Look, no disrespect to the West Coast, okay? But I just never understood that. Knowing full well Tupac's history, Suge and them basically adopted Tupac and signed him to death row, and then all of a sudden this man from the West Coast, when this man was born in New York and raised in Baltimore and then lived in Oakland for like 2 years. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's no, like I said, no disrespect to the West Coast, but come on, man. Like, let's be realistic now.
Yeah, man.
He always claimed Oakland though, from
For sure. He always
Shock G and them though.
Yeah, for sure. Because that's where he was at when he got his start for real. But
and I ain't gonna lie though, too. Part of me feel like
that's why Kendrick said, I think that Oakland show gonna be your last stop. We all know it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of Kendrick doing stuff, do y'all know that he's been hinting at this shit since March?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know how I know?
Yeah.
So yeah, you saw the
If
IG
you-
thing from his alternate page
Yes. He
because I
had
was
been
just gonna
posting
read
that.
on it.
He had
That's
been
why I was reading on
posting.
it. That was
He had
interesting as
been
fuck.
he had been posting that damn Grand National since before the beef started.
Man.
So he been planning this for
And
a
then
while.
like the whole
Some of the songs on there had probably been recorded fairly recently, especially that first one. But he been planning this
after
for
what
a
I just
while.
told y'all too. Yeah,
He
because
been
what I
planning this
just
for a
said to
while.
them, GNX was only made 2 days ago, guys. It was made on what, Thursday. And his text says,
bro, the way that music is set up now, if all four of us was in a rap group, right, and we all sat around and wrote an album and recorded something in like say a week, and then on Friday morning, I'm the last person to put my verse on there, and I just tell DNA upload it now. That's literally how music works now. People literally be working on music to the last second.
now you say that. Hear me out. That shit can be detrimental for us. Because we got the album all done. And you just now have that one verse.
No, it could be like this, right? Say it's
you know
one
how much
song.
editing to fit you in they might take, depending on what they did already.
Listen, if what I'm saying is, if we got an album, right, and I'm the last person, because there's one more song we got to do. Everybody done put their verse on it literally within 24 hours, and I'm the last person to do it. I put my verse on there. I tell whoever to mix it, it get mixed in an hour, and we just be like, we ain't even gonna do all that. Just send it through. Just put it out. I don't care.
Because this nigga just said, I want some ignorant West shit, but let the drums have space. I'm about to hit the studio now. That is literally his reply to him getting the beat. I mean, before getting the beat. He said, just give me some ignorant West shit. I got you.
That's literally how music works now, bro. Like, motherfuckers be working on stuff, record one song, and they be like, you know what? This is the last song I've been looking for. Put it out. No, it's like that RDC World skit. Just put it out now. Like, dude, it's 9 a.m. I don't care. Put it out.
And then the walk away was so fucking funny.
The way he ran up the stairs, that shit.
Yes, bro. He. But back to what you said as far as that, I think it used to be like that. Like, but I mean, like, I'm not saying like what you're saying is correct. What I'm saying, like, it used to be so much, I guess, funner to do, more entertaining. Because like,
this conversation we having just reminded me of the thing that I forgot from J Cole shit from earlier. It ties perfectly into this.
Okay, so I was just saying like the whole group thing, because nowadays, and I'm pretty sure if I'm getting what you picking up, it might tie into what you're saying. Like nowadays, niggas just sending their shit. They don't, even if we a group, half of the time we're not even together. Like, yeah, like we could be like this now doing the pod. That's fine. We're talking, we're conversating with each other live. Also, we're live, everybody. You know, go check us out. Anyway, it's the point that like niggas don't even want to be in the studio no more. You know how like really, if you want to be honest, that put a dent in me creating as well. The fact that I can't even get nobody to sit and work on the song with me right away. I got to work on it, and then somebody else got to work on it.
Well, Martin, I told you this when you told me that you got to record yourself.
I mean, I can always record myself. That's not hard. That's not the problem.
But that's sometimes what you got to do, bro. You trying to get it out there, you got to do it. What's that phrase? It's the age-old phrase. If you want something done right, you got to do it yourself.
And here's my thing. I want to do it right. I want to do it right, so I'm gonna do it myself. But if there's a certain artist taste or texture or something I want to add to it,
that's really why I feel like you need to be. That's really why I feel like you need to be listening to this J Cole shit, because this made.
Ain't there some niggas? You pay for it, I'll watch it. 5 from you, 5 from you. I do it.
Okay.
So. Go ahead, take it out your budget. I got you.
No, look. Okay, so to relate that sentiment to the J Cole shit, J Cole said something that resonated with me that I didn't even really like. I knew it, but it didn't really fully register till he said it. Back then, in them days, brothers really had to have a single out before they could put an album out. Their labels would not let them put an album out if they didn't have a single. Nowadays, you could just drop it. Nowadays, you could just drop anything. But back then, you had to have a single. Like, no, if the single ain't popping, you ain't putting out nothing. It's not coming out.
Yeah. So
I got an idea for us after this pod that we're gonna talk about. Continue.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Last thing though, to be honest, this is the last thing. I feel like part of me, just a small part of me, or maybe it's a big part of me. I'm not gonna lie. Feels like we needed a YG feature on Peekaboo. Feel like that.
You really want to go into depth with Peekaboo, don't you?
No.
I think it was perfect the way it was. Personally,
it's fine.
No. I'm not saying that. Okay, maybe I should have said worded it a different way. I feel like it deserved one, but didn't need one. I feel it's just his speed. I feel like it's just his speed. That's why his speed.
A lot of these beats was his speed.
Yeah, that's true too. But
did you listened to his last album, didn't you?
Yeah, but know my issue
I want
with
Baby
that
Keem
album,
on TV off.
bro. Like my biggest
Baby Keem on TV off would have ruined it. Honestly,
you think so?
I think
so.
I mean, for what Kendrick was doing, but I feel like if there was like a spot for him to add that verse, he could have.
Just based on his albums, like his album and his mixtapes, if it ain't Cardo or ain't himself producing it, I don't think he gonna sound right. But I could be wrong.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's. I think it ain't too far against the grain for him to not like because he's still gonna be with Kendrick on it. So I feel like that shit should be fine. Yeah. Like I feel like it give hillbilly aesthetics on a hype ass song.
Hey, look, y'all know what I just thought about? This whole album is basically, other than the real rapidy rap songs, is basically a whole album of Range Brothers.
Basically, I see what he's talking about. Yeah, it is. It's funny though, because you wouldn't peep that right off rip. Oh, speaking of comparisons, did y'all look into what I was talking about with Gloria being like the sample from Father Time? I think it is.
But I saw it on Twitter that somebody else thought the same thing. So
because if you listen to it, it's uncannily similar. It's just very slowed up.
Yeah, it could have been, but before
that's good.
I ain't got really too much else. I wanted Kuda Buggy to take over for a second to talk about this Ice Cube because I know he's a big Ice Cube fan.
I ain't even listened to that yet.
Side note, shout out to SZA because ain't nobody appreciate SZA on this album, and we should have. Those are some good little gems she dropped in there. Her lyricism was needed.
Ice Cube, Man Down, 19 songs. I like 9 out of 19. So I'm gonna say like Ice Cube, when we was talking about Nicki Minaj earlier in the position that she in right now, as far as Ice Cube or 50 Cent. I mean Nicki Minaj or 50 Cent. I think they in the same position as Ice Cube. Ice Cube is pretty much in. Like he dropping music just for the love of it. Like it's not really even, you know what I'm saying? It's not really even heavy or serious bars anymore. It's just all for the love, really.
It's a big ass shoe.
Damn.
I mean, what size shoes, nigga? You know
what size shoes you are.
What you expect?
Yeah, I know, but still.
Lucky for you, they look small on. They look small on feet. That Jordan
because this motherfucker look like.
What size is it?
Huge every time.
Yeah, it's a 14. I got a few 14s at the crib, but yeah.
No, it's a comfier fit for a 3. A 3, you should just go a whole size up. That toe cap is terrible.
Yeah.
You got all your fucking pinky toes game banging.
You got some favorite songs?
I got Rolling at Twilight. It's My Ego. So Sensitive. Not Like Them. 5150. 3 Little Piggies. Ghetto Story. Ego Maniacs, which is pretty much a remix of It's My Ego with Killer Mike and Busta Rhymes on it. And talking about these rappers. Pretty much we talking about internet trolls and shit on that one.
Good. Yeah, someone need to address them.
Last thing, salute to Kendrick for taking that little bop from Ice Cube, man. on child support. If anybody don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, go re-listen, bro. Go re-listen. You gonna be listening to it all weekend anyway. Go re-listen to that Kendrick and then go listen to Ice Cube child support. You'll know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about, dog.
Yeah,
I was like, yes.
Yeah, even like on the song "Rolling That Twilight" on Ice Cube album, like this the intro. He even mentioned how he was Kendrick before Kendrick.
Yeah,
I'll agree with that.
Yeah, for sure, man.
I can see that.
Yeah, man. He's always like, I feel like Kendrick has always showed love to his guys who
His
were
OGs.
before him.
Yeah, the legends, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
Like we supposed to.
Yeah, for sure, man. Like man. I knew. What's your rating?
I always pay homage.
I'm gonna give it a 7.
Okay, cool. But I knew that Ice Cube is one of those like Kudabug was saying, like he's so legend. He's an icon at this point. Like dog, like he doesn't have to do. He's doing the big 3 right now. Like like he's done so much in his career outside of music. Like this is just pretty much, hey, I still got the love for it. Here y'all go. You feel me? So
And he currently working on a new Friday movie.
Yeah, man. And I hope it actually get to see the light of day because, bro, like
it ain't gonna be the same without Pops, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. But at the same time,
I mean, we all knew that.
It's basically gonna be Barbershop 3 at this point.
This is true.
Which that was still a decent movie.
It was decent. It just wasn't the first 2.
Yeah. And unfortunately, we lost a lot of prominent people from that Friday movie, but I'm sure we still gonna all gonna buy our ticket to go see it. For real. Because we love Ice Cube over here, man. So.
That's if we don't get finagled and it goes to streaming platforms first. But I mean,
oh my God.
We gotta come on, G. We gotta be real here, G. We gotta be real here. You know, niggas will eat that up and talk so much shit the second they get streaming. But I think we might get a movie theater release because Marlon is pushing for Scary Movie to be released in theaters when they do drop the remake. So I'm pretty sure Friday is gonna get the same justice.
Hey,
those are
the only few from the culture that deserve it, really.
Hey,
Scary Movie, hell, wait.
We got any final words that's not mustard?
Oh, what?
Didn't you have a question for who do the best features? Who's the best features?
Man? Yeah. See that the whole Kendrick dropping a surprise album, just like
that kind of like killed that shit. I'm not gonna lie, like that shit killed that shit. We can say that for next week.
Definitely say it for next week.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, because that's gonna be our last show to the wrap up. So
yeah, so
okay.
Yeah, I got to talk to y'all about that shit too when we go off air, because I'm gonna make this like a big deal. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna make sure the way how to wrap up is gonna come out. We're gonna it's gonna tie in all into when you see us for 2025 and everything. If y'all don't know, let me announce it now. It will be a Cold Hard Facts podcast clips page. By next week, you will see more clips of us. It's gonna be on a separate channel though. It will not be on this main channel on YouTube, how this is right now. But still subscribe here.
We got another page.
Please subscribe here and like.
Another page. We got
that's
another
why he finna get. That's why he finna get kicked off now. Look at him.
But I just wanted to close the show like that. And also, please, like I said, subscribe to that one also, because you're not gonna get everything that you get here. Like you're gonna get everything that I know everybody don't like to watch us in full, And even if you come back and watch the full thing, I appreciate you. Like I said, we always all appreciate you. But like I said, like people don't like to watch 2 hours and 3 hours, and I get that. And hour and a half and all that shit in an hour. Like I get that. And I was trying to keep it solely on here, but I feel like us, all four of us, I feel like we are so such individuals that we talk about a lot of things. And that's why the way we was doing this came slow and steady. And that's why it's gotta be pushed. All the smaller content has to be pushed over to a whole separate page. So yeah, man. We up out of here. We up out of here.
Oh,
Go
man.
ahead. Go ahead, Mark.
Oh, I thought when you said we up out of here, I was like, damn, we gone? We gone?
Yeah, we
going to the moon? But nah, also I add on to that. He's not wrong. We got so much content. We got to give you another page for the content. We got another page. But anyway, I guess this is where I hung with the quick wrap up before we get off y'all fucking screens, because I know y'all like seeing us, but we got to get off the screen at some point. We got lives. But quick news: Finesse 2 Times has dropped his new album Art of War, which features Raw 49 and Glow on the Show That Work song. Juice WRLD saw the biggest streaming day of 2024 yesterday on Spotify with 19 million. Lucid Dreams and All Girls Were the Same entered the global chart for the first time in over 4 years because of that. We already talked about Kendrick on the entire Apple Music. On the Spotify side, it probably has updated this. This was 6 hours ago, but GNX was streamed 44.2 million times on its opening day on Spotify. And it does so with only 7 hours of tracking due to its midday release. You mean mid-morning, because that shit was at 9 in the morning. And they said it would have been aiming for around 130 to 140 million streams within a full 24 hours of tracking. Second day numbers will reflect that. Mm-hmm. So in other words, this nigga was finna hit 140 million if he dropped it at 12. Jesus. What we didn't talk about was the responses from the album. I said something about Snoop. Snoop pretty much just said, yeah, it was edibles. That's why we posted the Drake video. You know, shouts out to the King, West King. And then Lil Wayne responded. And this one, when DNA sent it, I read it and I said, ooh, something's cooking.
That was cool. Lugging this and that. Go ahead.
Oh, that was cool. I apologize. I saw somebody reply.
That man Kendrick didn't even diss Wayne. Bro.
I mean, he ain't diss him, but Wayne took it as like,
no,
don't
go
poking around.
That was Wayne fans hyping that man up.
That works too. That works too, because I like what he said, man. What the fuck?
Talking about poking the bell when we all know Wayne ain't no goddamn battle rapper.
This man said, "Let this giant sleep." Hey, look, hey, Wayne still.
I'm not disputing
regardless.
that. I'm not
disputing that's what I said. That battle will still be something to see either way if it ever was to happen. But I feel like it's nice that we had that in there or sewn in there a little bit, and then it's kind of funny now we go into like the whole like the whole like beginning of GNX, considering that shit was dropped in 2 days prior was made and ready 2 days prior to the album dropping itself, and then we getting this tweet. I think I'd be interested in like a Wayne Kendrick little back and forth. Not like the Drake and Wayne. I mean Drake and Kendrick. That was a little wild, but I mean we got like a little back and forth between Wayne and Kendrick. That wouldn't hurt.
Hey, we're gonna see y'all next week, man.
Yes, sir.
We out. All right, I stopped it.
Yes.
He's gonna have us on here another hour.
Yes.
Man.
He didn't